Everyone. So here I am once again, Dr.Swarupa Mitra from Rajiv Gandhi Cancer Institute and Research Center. Today's topic is a topic which is very close to your hearts, all ladies, and today's live on Healthyho is about menopause. So menopause is a topic which hurts us, which affects all of us, but yet we cannot share, we cannot discuss. So here this topic is on request of many of my friends, and if you have any topic which you want me to discuss in the next few weeks, do write to us on our Healthyho page. So what is menopause? Menopause is that inevitable phase of every woman's life when she stops menstruating. That means it is the fertility period which is over now. This is an inevitable physiological phase of her life, but yet it affects her life. It has a profound impact on her living, on her daily day-to-day activities, and on her life as a whole. That is why it is for us to understand it and discuss any problem, any issues regarding this. Menopause comes when the estrogen and the progesterone levels, that is the women hormones, that is the female hormones in our body, they decrease in their amount inside our body. The estrogen, the purpose of the estrogen in our body is to maintain the menstrual cycle, and the purpose of the progesterone is to get the body prepared for pregnancy. So when these two hormones decrease in our body, then it is bound to have impact in our body. Now these hormones, they are produced in our body from the ovaries throughout the adolescence and the younghood, and from the age of 30 years it gradually starts decreasing throughout the life until it actually stops. And when it stops, that is around the age of 45 to 50 or 51 years, and that is when the menopause sets in. That is when we have to be prepared for all the symptoms which are associated with menopause. They set in our lives. So what is the importance of menopause, and what are the symptoms of menopause? So first of all, let me tell you, this hormone, the decreased level of the hormone, has impact on all over the psychological, physical, physiological, all aspects. So the most important thing which affects any woman who has menopause is probably, I think, is the hot flashes. What is a hot flash? Hot flash is a woman, you may start feeling terribly hot, very hot, and with redness of the face, with pounding heart rate, and that is for a brief duration. It generally starts in the upper part of the body, face, and then it travels up and down. And this, when it happens in the night, you call it a night sweat. All of a sudden, ladies, you may find yourself drenched in sweat at night, maybe for a brief period of 3 to 5 minutes. And this is again an impact of menopause. This may be very distressing sometimes. Other than this, there are many other symptoms which bother us. Another important symptom is our psychological aspects. Your daughters-in-law, or your husband may complain that you are having lots of mood swings. You are not the same person as you were before. You have depressions. So this is actually, they are true, they are right, and this is not actually in your control. This is because of the upheavals that the estrogen and the progesterone, they cause in your body. So there are definitely mood swings, there is sleeplessness, there is depression. All of a sudden you may have bouts of depression coming in. Again, these are temporary phase, they may pass off, but they do cause distress to you and your family. It has effect on our bodies also. The skin becomes lustreless, it becomes dry, the skin loses its elasticity. Similar thing happens with the vagina. The vagina loses its elasticity, it becomes dry, it becomes atrophic, and this does affect the sexual life. So there is a decrease in the libido, the decrease in the sexual life of a woman. The other things are the urinary problems. A woman may have urinary incontinence, severe urge for going to pass urine. There you may be very susceptible to urinary tract infections. Then also it affects your bones. Like in the other, last week we had discussed the osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is also because of menopause, because of the decreased estrogen and the progesterone level. So osteoporosis makes your bones susceptible to fractures. Something which affects our body, something which affects our appearance is obesity. A woman may find herself gaining weight. The weight may be around the middle or in the abdomen or the lower part of the abdomen, and sometimes it is so much as to make her obese. So obesity is a problem of menopausal ladies. There may be sagging of the breast. There may be cardiac issues also. Because of the decreased estrogen level, one may develop myocardial infarctions, that is what we call as heart attacks, or other cardiovascular problems. So these are the things, these are the issues which affect women who are nearing the menopause. But what do we do about it now that we know that these are inevitable? They have to happen to our lives. What do? Do we just lie back and wait for them to come? No, we have to brace ourselves to face this. There are treatments, there are ways by which you can face these symptoms and improve your lifestyle. So one important is that the hormone replacement therapy. So there is a lot of discussions about hormone replacement therapy, and I believe it is probably becoming a fashion. But being an oncologist, I would suggest that hormone replacement therapy, yes, it does give a lot of relief to your menopausal symptoms, but there is a downside also. A woman becomes more and more susceptible to have breast cancer, ovarian cancer, uterine cancer. You may have more of cardiovascular events. So these are the negative sides which come along with the hormone replacement therapy. So if at all you need to go for a hormone replacement therapy, please do it under a supervision of a qualified physician. And I would suggest for the lowest dose and for a low minimum duration as possible. Other than this, there are many medicines to combat your hot flashes, night sweats, but which I think is most important is your daily routine and your daily lifestyle. You have to make changes in your lifestyle, even if you are very sedentary during your premenopausal age. But with the setting in, with the onset of the menopause, you have to be more active. You have to incorporate more of exercise in your daily routine. So these exercise may be anything like even walking or even weight training. So these are important because they also prevent osteoporosis. You have to make changes in your diet. You should have to have more of vegetables, more of colored fruits, more of whole wheats, then proteins, fat, all in balanced amount. Forget alcohol, forget smoking if you are at all doing them. These are doing more damage to your body than any good. Other than this, there are some important things which we should keep in mind, all women, is that as the menopause sets in, as we are nearing that age, we should be able to do some kinds of health examination or health screening. So this is a very important part of our daily activities also. So one of them are the pelvic examinations. So you may do it every 1 year or every 2 years as your physician defines or as your physician suggests. So the pelvic examination comes with a pap smear, and that is important. A mammography, a self-breast examination. So these, if done regularly, they will keep you away from a very advanced cancer which may set in. Other than this, there are your bone densitometry. A bone densitometry should be done once a year maybe, or according to your risk factors and other family history, it could be done every 2 years, or again whatever your personal physician suggests. So a pap smear, a mammography, a routine blood examinations, weight, height, your ears, eyes, power, all these things should be taken into care and they should be recorded. You should have your own file or a card which you maintain, and this should be followed up every year. So menopause is an inevitable part of life, an inevitable phase of life. You cannot do away with it. But yes, Nowadays there are ways which you can become aware of these symptoms, and you can have a better menopause, and you will not be affected by the menopausal symptoms, and hence you will have a better quality of life and you will enjoy your life. So thank you, ladies. I hope you have a better life and better menopausal age.